At the recent Indiana Authors Award dinner, the Eugene and Marilyn Glick Indiana Authors Award national winner was announced. This year's winner is Michael Martone.
The first thing that struck me was a national Indiana writer, and that's been my problem with my thinking about the type of writer that I am, that I do think of myself as a regional writer, someone who writes almost exclusively about Indiana and the Midwest, and then to also be recognized as a writer that has some play in the nation is very special, especially since most of the nation doesn't think much about Indiana, you know, so I'm glad to know that I've had an impact of bringing some of the state to the rest of the states. I grew up in Fort Wayne, and in Fort Wayne, that was where the famous author Edith Hamilton also grew up. And Edith Hamilton wrote about Greek mythology. She was the great popularizer of Greek myths. And so I just wanted to talk about the myths of Indiana. So the stories that we already all share. And so I don't think I really make up any stories about Indiana. I just sort of borrow them, the ones that we are already telling each other. I just finished up a book called Winesburg, Indiana, which is a hybrid anthology of other writers and my own short fiction. I'm working on a science fiction book called Amish in Space. It's all about science. It's about the future of Indiana, where nothing happens in that Indiana either. And I'm working on a book about Art Smith, the bird boy of Fort Wayne, an early aviation pioneer. So there's still plenty to write about Fort Wayne and about Indiana. Plenty.